Hello, how are you doing? I'm Shang and today let's talk about the Beosound 2 from Bang Olufsen. To turn it on, hold the top for 2 seconds and it will be ready in a minute. This wheel here controls the volume and sensors on the side will tell which direction you come from when you give input to the control panel. As to how useful that is, we'll get to that later in the video. Released in late 2016, it was impressive 4 years ago and it still is today. It's available in 3 colors: natural, which is basically aluminum, bronze, and this, brass. This loses out on Google Assistant as it is an older model, which means you cannot pair it to another one to go stereo. In terms of build quality, I'm unable to find any imperfection on the outside at least, as it is finished to seriously high standards. Not much is going for the Beosound 2 with only 100 watt of firepower and a frequency that doesn't punch lower than its competitors. At this price point, there are speakers that are far more superior on paper at least, but the Beosound 2 doesn't struggle to fill a room that's 55 meters square. For most rooms, 70% of volume does make things uncomfortable quickly, and it doesn't sound like it's giving up at 90%. There are 3 settings: free, wall, and corner. It will slightly optimize your sound to best suit where a device will be placed. Personally, I'm having it on wall and loudness setting turned off. Stream U2's Bullet the Blue Sky. The Beosound 2 digs deep into the lows, kept vocals crisp, and the highs don't get piercing until the utmost of registers. It too responses to disclosures help me lose my mind with no hesitation, regardless of volume. Apart from taking things louder, a substantial improvement can be heard on the 2 when lossless files are fed. This is one of the more natural sounding speakers I've heard in recent years. Should bass be a bit much to your liking, it can always be dialed down in-app. Drawbacks: if you dive yourself into forums, the most discussed problem would be disconnections. I too spent more than enough time as I had my device resetted twice because it just doesn't like to live on 5 GHz for more than a few hours. Having switched to 2.4, it has never disconnected since. That aside, the sensors that detect your presence are often confused with the furniture around it, therefore changing tracks is always counterintuitive. A bigger annoyance is to turn the device off. You can do it in-app, but that will only put it to standby. To actually turn it off, you need to tilt it to one side and reach for the off button. Finally, watching videos wirelessly is impossible as it suffers from audio delay. 4 years on and I'm still impressed by how the 2 sounds. It's a thing of presentation and quality if you exclude the box. Older B&O products are quite a mixed bag, as they are impressive sounding machines while others seriously disappointing. Fortunately, this one lives up to what we expect from the company. If you're looking for an audiophile speaker with a small footprint, the Beosound 2 is one to consider. Hopefully this helps in decision making, and should you have any questions, I will get to them. Till the next one, goodbye.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what life is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me swing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Why don't you fill my heart with song? Let me swing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words,